What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shakes coming to you guys with a video right now. So I want to go over some Eagles news. Now, this is just speculation. This is something from Bleacher Report and Titans Wire. So just take it. Don't run with it. Like I said, take this with a grain of salt. So a speculated trade obviously could lead the Tennessee Titans at defensive end. They could be acquiring or looking for a trade for another defensive end. Now, obviously, DaQuan Jones, tested free agency, is signed with the Carolina Panthers. Bud Dupree cannot do it all alone. It's just not enough for that defensive line. So, obviously, they need to add another defensive end, a starting piece to that defensive line in Tennessee if they want to contend this year with all the other weapons they do have. So, the speculated trade from the Tennessee Titans is the Titans would send a third-round pick for 2022 next year for Brandon Graham. Now, Brandon Graham, I have to say, Derek Barnett making $10 million this year for the Eagles. I would say if there was a trade partner for Derek Barnett, I don't really see Derek Barnett playing well this year unless he gets double-digit sacks and completely wows me. It's a whole different story. Then you re-sign him, but I don't think he's going to have a good year. Okay, Josh Sweat is so promising. Final year of his contract, gets better every single year. They signed Ryan Kerrigan as a really good rotational piece that wants to boost up with this defensive line. Keep him fresh all game. I do like it. Teron Jackson, they drafted from Coastal Carolina. Great bull rush. Could play inside and outside. Very, diverse in where he could play. And you know what? I think he's going to make some noise this year. But when it comes to Brandon Graham, 16 sacks in 2 seasons, a late bloomer for the Philadelphia Eagles in his career. And you know what? Making took a pay cut, took a little bit of a discount last year when he signed a new deal and then re-signed for another year this year. So, Brandon Graham could walk after this year or come back on a veteran minimum after the 2021 season. So, do I think Brandon Graham is worth more than a third-round pick? I don't know. I think he's a second to a third round pick. I mean, not a first, definitely not. But I think productive wise, getting to the quarterback, I think what really wasn't looked upon Brandon Graham the past few years was his hurries, and obviously his pressures on quarterbacks have been pretty good. But obviously 16 sacks in 2 seasons is pretty good too, guys. So obviously 8 to 8.5 sacks a season is pretty productive, and I think is a reliable player for our defensive line that I do trust and have no problem that I don't have to worry about him every single game. But this is a speculated trade, guys, so obviously, like I said, take this with a grain of salt. Tennessee wants to amp their defensive line. Like I said, Bud Dupree can't do it all, and obviously DaQuan Jones ended up testing free agency, went to the Carolina Panthers, so they're kind of down at defensive end right now and could be looking for a trade. So what do? Let me know in the comment section below. This is very interesting. I wouldn't even touch this. I mean, I really wouldn't. If Brandon Graham got traded to the Titans, just say it did happen. Obviously, you're moving Kerrigan to a starting spot, most likely, and then having obviously Sweat and Teron Jackson, taking a good backup reps and getting more reps at the defensive end position. So, I mean, obviously, I don't know if they would sign another defensive end, like someone obviously as a backup that's not going to do much. But, this is only going to happen if obviously the Eagles have a lot of faith in their draft pick. And, if they think they could do without Brandon Graham, I don't know, but I think this would be a disservice. Brandon Graham is very productive. I mean, he's done a very good job. So, I mean, he almost had double-digit sacks this year. I thought he was going to get it, but never happened. So, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Like I said, guys, for the millionth time, speculation. Take this with a grain of salt. Just want to know your opinions and thoughts on it. Other than that, guys, I will see you guys later. Shakes, what up? Follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.